recruit. Number 2, he has placed players on the Southern Conference All-Conference First Team all 4 years he has been at Furman, to include having the Conference Player of the Year the last 2 years. So he knows how to develop players. He was named Southern Conference Coach of the Year this season. That's the first time a Furman coach had received that award since 1991. So he knows how to coach. And he got Furman into postseason play in just his 3rd year on the job. And this year, the Paladins won the Southern Conference regular season championship and are in the semifinals of the College Insider Tournament. So he knows how to win. Finally, it's worth noting that Nico accomplished all of the above at Furman University, a nationally ranked liberal arts college that is very selective in admissions and known for its high academic quality, just like Drake University. Nico Medved has proven that he can build a successful and sustainable men's basketball program at an institution that's very much like Drake, and I'm confident that he's going to lead us to wonderful results in the future. And again, it's my great pleasure to welcome Nico personally today to Drake University and to Des Moines, Iowa, and I look forward to welcoming your wife, Erica, and your 3-week-old daughter, Allie, in the not-too-distant future. And I want to invite our athletic director, Sandy Hatfield Club, to the podium. And as I do so, I want to thank Sandy for leading this search. As you can see by the fact that we are introducing Nico Medved to you today, she did a fantastic job. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Marty, and good afternoon. I want to welcome our student athletes, President Martin, members of the media, our entire athletics family, our season ticket holders, our donors. Today is a very important day for Drake University and our men's basketball program as we welcome a new coach. Before the formal introduction, I want to say a few thank yous. First, to President Martin. His personal commitment to the process demonstrated an unprecedented level of institutional commitment to the success of our men's basketball program at Drake University. I want to thank Marty for his extraordinary vision, his time commitment, and his full engagement in this process. A very special thank you to Jeff Rutter and our assistant coaches for leading this program in a very difficult and challenging year with a constant focus on the experience of the student athletes. Most importantly, I want to thank our men's basketball players. They are men of character, commit themselves to the classroom, and they commit themselves to the basketball court. Today, we are shaping the future of our men's basketball program. A new hire, new lip. It comes with anticipation and expectation of a higher level of competition and winning. Basketball, college basketball is tough. It's competitive. And it's our goal to have a program at Drake University that it's important to our student athletes, it's important to our university and the entire Bulldog community. Great outcomes are the result of a commitment to integrity, perseverance, and a rigorous search process. As we set out to find our new men's basketball coach, Marty's outlined what we were looking for, and I found in this process that our consultant took us through, we are incredibly well aligned in this to the extent of my notes are identical to your notes in terms of outlining what we were looking for in a proven leader. The bottom line at Drake is that we are looking for somebody to inspire our men's basketball program to a championship level. We have 6 extraordinary seniors, a group of men that are committed to success, committed to winning here at Drake University. This is a defining moment. Coach Nico Medved is the right person to build a consistently competitive program in the Missouri Valley Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Drake University's new head men's basketball coach, Nico Medved.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is apologize. So what you'll learn about me, I'm an open and real guy here. And normally I wouldn't even need this microphone. I could take this thing away and we could talk, and I've got a loud voice. But as you can see, I lost my voice the other day. I've been a little under the weather, and I was actually coaching a game on Saturday night. We ended up winning. And the guys couldn't hear what I was saying half the time. Like I told them after the game, it was probably the best thing that ever happened. It helped us. But I want to start, obviously, by I'm so excited to be here. I mean, it's just starting to meet everybody here and just to see how warm and passionate you are about everything is just phenomenal. And I want to thank, Marty and Sandy. They've just been absolutely terrific. And you walked in right away during this process and having an opportunity to talk to them and how passionate they were about their vision for Drake and this program. And one thing stood out to me, and I said where, but I was talking to Marty, and I know he's from Kentucky and he's in the Valley, and it was a Kentucky Wichita State game I think we were talking about, and I can tell he's locked in because I think you were telling me, I can't believe in '92 we lost that game and Patino didn't put Amino Timberlake over the ball and Leitner hit that shot, and I'm like, wow, this guy, I mean, he is a basketball fan, and that's really, really neat. And I don't have a lot of prepared notes, and I got to thank a lot of people. And the first thing I want to do right now is my wife, Erica, my daughter, Allie, they are at home. They are watching. I know they desperately wanted to be here, but the thought of putting a 3-week-old daughter on a plane last night was just something we couldn't do. And I know you guys are watching. I love you dearly. We'll see you soon, and I know that they can't wait to get here to Des Moines and to Drake and to meet everybody. And I want to thank, Mom and Dad, you guys called me today, and you wanted to come. And I'm from Minneapolis. I was born and raised in the Midwest, and they got up this morning and drove down, and you're sitting here in the front row, and it means the world to me to be here to that. And my brothers and nieces, nephews, and everyone, you guys just don't even understand. You have a whole new legion of Drake fans that will be here quickly. I also want to thank my players at Furman and the people at Furman, and it was very difficult. I want you to picture this now. So less than 24 hours ago, I'm standing in front of my team at 6:30 at night on Sunday, who I love dearly and who's still playing, having to say goodbye. And I love you guys, and they're still playing. And now, less than 24 hours, I get the privilege of standing in front of these guys, in a new locker room, which I'm equally as excited about. And those are difficult things, but I'm so excited about the future and an opportunity to coach you guys. I want to also do this. I really want to thank Jeff Rudder. I want to give a special thanks to Jeff Rudder. We are both Midwest guys. Our paths have crossed so many times in this business. And one thing I know about Coach Rudder, he is as classy, as caring, and as hardworking as anybody that I know in this business. And it's very difficult what he had to do here in the last 3 months. And I know he did an incredible job. And I'd really like to give him a hand for the job that he did here, because he deserves that. I'm ecstatic to be here. I'm really excited for this opportunity, and I looked at it, and when you have a university like Drake, with the reputation that it's had, the leadership that's in place, a thriving community like Des Moines, a chance for me to come back to my roots, to the Midwest. I forgot how many people I knew here. I apologize to them too. I'll get back to you when the dust settles. And this is about a fit. This is about a fit for me and my family. And just like Marty and Sandy said, I believe this is the perfect fit for me. I do. I believe this is the perfect fit for me. Everything that I just left, we have here, and a chance to do something special. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe that. And I'm ecstatic about the opportunity. I believe athletics is a front porch to the university. I believe that. I believe that our program and athletics has a unique way to sell this institution, to sell the community, and to do it in a positive way. We can do that, and we will do that here at Drake University. You'll get to know me, guys. I am an open, candid, caring, approachable, and the best way I think people would describe me is I'm real. What you see is what you get. There are no hidden agendas. The players will know that very, very quickly. I can't wait to get to know all of you. And that's the best way that I could describe myself, and that's the only way that I know how to do business. You can see all these great notes that I scribbled down at like 7 o'clock this morning on the plane. The other thing I want to tell you guys, I'm here to win. I'm here to win, okay? And I'm here to build a program that all of you can be proud of. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be here. We're here to win. We're here to build a great program. This is the perfect time for Drake. It's the perfect time. We play in a great league. We have a brand new facility. We have great leadership. And now I believe that this is the time for us to take off and do great things. And like I said, if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. Mention the current team here. You guys, we talked about, I know this is difficult for you to go through a transition like this and not knowing what's going to come, but we're going to do great things. And I ask you to give me a chance, just like I'm going to give you a chance. I'm excited to coach you, okay? I'm excited to get to know you, and I'm excited to get to work. We're going to play a fun style. People have asked me about my style, and I always joke, and I say, we play a winning style, and whatever you play, it's about winning. And, I think if you talk to anybody that in our conference, the coaches in our conference, our fans, they love the way that we play. We play hard, we play smart, we play together. We play fast on offense. We get back on defense. We want to make teams work to score on us every time down the floor. And I tell you what, when we get a stop or we get a turnover, we get out and run as fast as anybody you'll play against. I think it's going to be something that you guys will enjoy. I know you'll enjoy, and most of all, you'll enjoy success. And that's what we're going to do here. It won't be easy. It's going to take time. It's going to take work. But my goal is to build something sustainable, something that we can keep going here. And I want this program and believe this program can be among the best in the Missouri Valley. We have everything right here in front of us and so much to look forward to. And with that, again, I just want to thank everybody here. It's been a whirlwind for me and my family. You can't imagine the last 48 hours, how they've been for me. And really, the birth of my daughter and going through the season, really the last 2 months. But it couldn't have ended in a better fashion. To be here in front of you all, this is a dream come true. To coach, to do the job that I love every day, and to be at a place that I know is as special as Drake. And I look forward to working with you all in the future and getting to know you. And I'm excited to be here, and I know have questions for me, and I'll come many of your questions. But again, thank you all for being here. Excited about the future of Drake. Let's get moving here. Go Bulldogs. And with that, Ty, I think we do best. I'm here to take any questions from anybody.
What can a university do for you, do for your program, to get it back to where it was?
I think that's a great question, and I think I said during the interview process, it's an all-encompassing effort, right? It's not just you have to have the right coach, you have to recruit the right way, you have to develop the right way, but I think it's everything, right? It's having support across the board, support for your student athletes to make their experience better any way possible, whether that's strength and conditioning, academics, the way that you eat, the way that you train. We obviously have a beautiful facility here that we've moved into. Anything we can do to help engage our community and our fans, and all those things work together. A lot of that is on me, but a lot of that's on all of us to do this together. And I believe that we have those pieces in place, and if I didn't believe that from the leadership, from the top down, I wouldn't be standing here today. And it's a lot of work, but I believe we have those things in place moving forward.
What are your plans for your staff, and is Jeff Rudder a possibility?
So I plan on talking to every one of the coaches here. I'd be lying to you if I knew how my staff was going to shake out. I've obviously got a current group of coaches that are still coaching. I will not be coaching at Furman the rest of the season, just to make that clear if anybody asks. I'm officially a Drake Bulldog. I'm here to coach. I'm started. I coach these guys now. But we'll see how that will shake out the rest of it. But one of the most important things to do, this is a people's. The scholarship players, the walk-ons that we have, the staff we have is going to be the most important thing for us. I'll take my time to make sure that we. I will. I have communicated via text, and we will definitely talk. And again, he's a guy that I know, and I have the utmost respect for him and what he's done. And he's definitely will be visiting here shortly. Did you to follow up to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to what did the university do for you, what about the salary pool for your assistant coaches? Did you guys discuss that?
Sure. I mean, all those. all those things are discussed, in the process, and I'm comfortable with what we're doing, and I believe that we're trying to make this better in every way possible, and we're going to be able to hire a great staff. I have no doubt in my mind with the resources that we have. And listen, like anything, you're trying to move your team forward, you're trying to recruit better players, and as we continue to grow and get better, we want to build the resources. We want to continue to make it better, but they all go hand in hand. But if you're asking a question, I'm comfortable today with the commitment that the university's made, and we're going to be able to hire a great staff.
I was going to say, perhaps the elephant in the room here is that the guys, the players,
Yeah,
they made it pretty clear that they were hoping that Jeff Rutter would be
for sure.
the next head coach. How do you navigate that?
Well, I think that's a great question. And you know what? That's a real question. I've been in those shoes. I remember when I was at Furman, and I was an interim head coach at the end, and I ended up not getting the job. I had a phenomenal relationship with the players, and it didn't go our way. And those times are hard, and it's real. And I think with these guys, like I told them, is there's nothing I'm going to say to them right now in this moment to make them feel better about, to change the way that they feel about the staff that's there. That's not possible. I think it's about me getting to know them and to earning their trust and them earning mine and the respect and vice versa. And sometimes change is hard, but I know one thing, change can be a good thing. Change can be a really good thing moving forward. And I believe that. And although it's difficult, we'll move forward, and people are resilient, and that's what you do in life. No one's going to feel sorry for you. No one's going to feel sorry for us. I know one thing, Wichita State isn't. Illinois State's not. Everyone in the Missouri Valley. And so we've got to move forward here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do it in a positive way, and we're going to get to work.
Well, what is the deciding to leave Furman before the end of the season, and why you wanted to commit so quickly?
Once it became clear, I think that's a great question too. And once it became clear that this was the opportunity that I wanted and my family and I were excited about, the timing of it's terrible, but I can't continue to coach those guys. That's not the right thing. That would be very self-serving on my part, in my opinion, to stick around and coach those guys once I've already committed to be the coach at Drake University. I'm the coach at Drake University. Can't be coached two places. And as difficult as that is, I believe that was the right thing to do, and we needed to move this process forward. And my staff and players down there, if they're watching, they're going to continue to do a great job and do the great things that they've done. And it was time for me to move on, and that's what I've done. And I showed up here this morning. I got off the plane. I didn't have any Drake gear or anything. Came across, gave me some Drake gear. I walked into the bathroom. It was kind of like Clark Kent. I changed in this Drake gear, and I walked out, and next thing you know, that's it. I'm the coach at Drake. I'm no longer the coach at Furman. I think that's a great question. It's something I'm very comfortable with, and I think people look at this the wrong way. I think most people in our profession will look at a strong academic institution and say, well, boy, that's really going to hinder us. Boy, it's tough to get into school there. Boy, that really limits the people that you can recruit, and that's a disadvantage. I look at it completely the other way. I embrace who we are. We're a great school. We're a great school. This isn't an easy place to get into. There's a lot of people who want to go here. We're going to embrace who we are. There's plenty of great student athletes who are excited about this opportunity, who fit, who want a great education, who want to play basketball at a high level. And that's what we do. That's what we've done at Furman. And I don't worry about who we're not. I worry about who we are. And you know what? A lot of those schools that we're competing against, they don't have what we have either. They can't offer the education that we have. They can't offer the commitment that we have. They can't offer the community that we have. And we have a lot of things to offer that they don't. And that's how we're going to work. Boy, that's a loaded question, huh? A lot. First of all, it starts with people. I mean, this is a people business, and it starts with having the right student athletes in place. And I say this, the 13 scholarship players that we have, the 13 scholarships is the most precious commodity that I have as a head coach. My staff is right there with them, and it starts with having the right people on board and working hard at recruiting the guys who fit. Developing our players, developing them the right way, engaging the community, continuing to improve the resources and the people around. And that's what it takes. And listen, it's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. There's nothing you can do to snap your fingers and flip a switch, but I've seen it done. I've seen it done in a setting that's exactly like this. and I've seen it done in a way that's sustainable and that's exciting, and to see a fan base and alumni completely engaged and excited about what we're doing, the same thing will happen here. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be standing here. Well, we're going to start, what I'm comfortable with here in the Midwest, and that's Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think there's more Division I players in Minnesota now than there's ever been. Illinois is loaded. Iowa, there's a lot of good players in Iowa. Wisconsin, Kansas City, St. Louis, Ohio. I mean, all those areas here, there are players everywhere. It's funny. At Furman, we recruited the Southeast and we recruited the Midwest because that's kind of my roots. And I forgot how many people. At Colorado State, our entire team was almost comprised of all Midwest kids. I almost forgot how many people I knew or had recruited up here. And that's where we'll start. But we won't be afraid to go anywhere. We won't be afraid to go anywhere to get a player that we believe fits who we are, our culture, can help us win, and can play at the championship level of the Missouri Valley. And that's what it's all about. And but we'll go anywhere to get a player. But anything else, we're going to start here within our region, and that's the Midwest.
In your 1 year working with Larry, what did you learn from him?
Wow, that's Larry. I had a phenomenal year with Larry, and we started off. We had a historic season. I mean, we were on 25 games. We were ranked in the top 25. We were the #1 rebounding team in the nation. We beat Missouri in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We lost to Louisville that year, who won the national championship. Larry's funny because he's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. And he's an incredibly simple coach. You know what you're going to get from Larry every day. And sometimes I think as coaches, we tend to overcomplicate things and make it easy. And he always focused so much more on what we were about than what our opponents were about, and building on our strengths. And it was really neat to see him. And, I mean, he's a guy that's won, I think he might be the only coach in the country that's won 25 or more games at 6 different schools, if I have that right. The one thing about that guy is he can win, and he gets his players to play incredibly hard. And that year that I was with him was incredibly impactful. We had a great season, but that 1 year really shaped some of the things in the direction that I go as a coach. All of them, and I know that's hard, but all of them. I'm my own person. I have my own style, the way that I do things, the way that I coach players, the way that I run practice. But you take from everyone. Coaches, it's honor among thieves, right? With coaches, everything that you do, you take from somebody else. And Jenny would say the same thing back there. You watch film, you look at things, and you talk to your friends, and this might work for me, and how can I tweak what we're doing and make it better? But I definitely take from everybody that I've been around. I've been fortunate enough to work with, but I have my own style. I'm my own person. Well, I'm probably not allowed to divulge too much into the search process, but I was contacted some time ago to gauge my interest in Drake, and my initial was like, yeah. I started to think about it. I'm like, well, wow, okay, unbelievable league, chance to go back to my roots, recruiting area that I know really, really well. It's a great league, great town. Heck yeah, this fits me. It's the same kind of school that I was at. They really need somebody to come in, and that's not afraid to rebuild a program and to do that. And I had done that here, and it just kind of checked a lot of boxes for me. And I thought, heck yeah, I'm interested. And the more that I learned and about the program and the direction that they were going and the commitment I believe they wanted to make, I got more and more excited. And finally it culminated into me say, hey, you know what? This is it. This is what I want, and believing that we could really do it at a high level.
Any other questions right now?
Hey, thanks so much for being here. This is a great turnout. I'm excited to get going here, and go Bulldogs.